Hello everyone. So let us continue with the sixth unit, that is non-conventional machining process. Okay. In the previous session we have discussed on electron beam machining. Okay. In this session we are going to study on laser beam machining and electric discharge machining. So here is a laser beam machining. Well, basically a laser is light amplification of stimulated emission of radiation, and the laser is basically a monochromatic light and is made to focus on the workpiece to remove the material. Okay, so here we can see the simple sketch of laser beam machining, which consists of ruby crystal. Here we can see a ruby crystal which is in the form of cylindrical shape, and it has two ends, that is flat. It has two flat ends, one is reflecting end and one more is semi-reflecting end. Okay, and the ruby crystal is wounded with flash lamp filled with xenon gas. Okay, and then we have a focusing length. Then the workpiece is kept on the table. When the supply is given to the flash lamp, the crystal is stimulated with high intensity, okay, from a xenon. Hence, the crystal starts exciting and starts emitting the laser beam. And then the laser beam is focused on the workpiece by using the lens. Here we can see the lens is focusing the laser beam. Okay, the beam produced is very narrow and can be focused to a pinpoint. Here we can see a very thin point. Okay, with a power density of 1000 kilowatt per centimeter square. Due to the high heat is produced and the portion of metal from the workpiece is melted and evaporated. As the beam of light falls on the workpiece, it produces enormous amount of heat and it starts melting the material of the workpiece and starts vaporizing. So this was the brief explanation on laser beam machining. So coming to the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: ferrous and non-ferrous materials can be machined using LBM. Okay, next one is no tool wear because we use beam of light to remove the material from the workpiece, so there is no tool wear formed in this process. Next, because of beam of laser is focused to the pinpoint area, heat affected zone is very small, so the temperature rise in the workpiece is not found in this process. No mechanical force on the workpiece, there is no external force of tool acting on the workpiece. Okay, so coming to the disadvantages, in this process we cannot machine thick metal sheets because it is limited to thin sheets. Here the initial cost and working cost is high, so high cost. As the pinpoint area is small, so very low rate of metal removal is formed in this process. Next one is it can be machine small and medium size of holes and cannot be able to drill deep holes. These are the advantages and disadvantages of laser beam machining. Our next topic is electric discharge machining, that is EDM. Electric discharge machining is the process of metal removal from the workpiece due to the erosion caused by anode and cathode. Okay, here we can see a simple sketch of electric discharge machining, which consists of a DC pulse generator which has two poles, that is positive and negative. Positive is known as cathode and negative is known as anode. This generator is further connected to tool and the workpiece. The cathode is connected to tool. Here we can see cathode is connected to tool and anode is connected to the workpiece. Okay. So the workpiece is kept in the tank, which consists of dielectric fluid, and this dielectric fluid is circulated in this system with the help of pump. Pump circulates the whole dielectric fluid in the system. Okay, and filter is used to remove the impurities which are fallen down while machining from the workpiece. Okay, now the air gap between tool and the workpiece, here we can see the air gap between the tool and the workpiece is around 0.05 to 0.05 mm. Okay, the air gap is between 0.005 to 0.05 mm. The dielectric fluid is basically a non-conductor of electricity, okay, which is forced under the pressure of this gap. Okay, it is forced under pressure gap between tool and the workpiece. Due to the maximum pressure, spark is produced and causes rise in temperature. The temperature is around 10,000 degrees Celsius. Okay, the DC supply generates pulse from here. DC pulse generator generates around 40 to 300 volts and the frequency spark rate of 10,000 sparks per seconds. Due to electric and magnetic field produced, which causes compressive force which removes metal from the workpiece. Okay, due to the electric and magnetic force, the compressive force will remove the material from the workpiece, and the dielectric fluid acts as coolant and removes eroded metal which is coming out from the workpiece and is further filtered by a filter, and it is circulated in the tank. Here in this process we get accuracy around 0.005 mm. Okay, so this was a simple explanation on electric discharge machining. So further we'll see the advantages and disadvantages of electric discharge machining. So here are the advantages and disadvantages. So coming to the advantages, it is used for hard material and is not suited for soft materials. Okay, and by this process we can achieve good surface finish. The tool life is higher because the proper lubrication and cooling system is provided. In this process, it is only applicable for electrically conductive materials. It is not suited for non-electrical conductive materials. Okay, so disadvantages: excessive tool wear. It is because of the gap between the tool and the workpiece is very small, hence the tool wear is more. High power consumptions. It consumes more power for machining the workpiece. Workpiece must be electrical conductor. It is not applicable for non-electrical conductive materials, and it cannot be reproduced sharp corners. These are the advantages and disadvantages. So further topic we'll discuss in next session. So thank you.